Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Star Citizen. Yes, after what? 5-6 weeks in testing, in Ivocati testing, we finally got 324 on Wave 1. So, not only can I talk about the experiences I've been having, I can show you. And if there was a more apt showcase of what the 324 experience has been like thus far, it's this. I'm sitting in my ship. I've been sitting in my ship for about 20 minutes, and the hangar doors haven't opened, and you can hear all the fucking alarm noises from everybody else's hangars. So it's going well so far. Also, OBS seems to be peaking horribly, so I'm going to try and fix that. The primary goal with this stream is going to be to sort of get my audio set up working again, because I got a new audio interface and I need to make sure that's all working. It seems to be mostly okay, I'm hoping, but we'll probably be doing some mild fine-tuning on that as the stream goes on. So yeah, we're gonna probably do some cargo hauling missions, dink around in the hangars, and see what we can get up to. Probably mostly single player stuff, because I don't know anybody who has Wave 1 access that is on right now. So it's just me and my little spirit here, because the vehicle manager is also completely broken. So we're using the Spirit because it has a stock quantum drive that isn't garbage. Well, I mean, we're not using anything right now because we can't get out of the damn hangar. Actually, let's try calling for clearance before I give up and switch to a different server. I don't know if they have EU servers yet. I'm gonna check that. Hang on. One moment, please. I had Spectrum up somewhere. There it is. Do we have EU servers? No, we do not. That's fine. I'm sure that at least now there will be other instances that we might end up in. So it's not just, oh, everybody's on one server because they can fit everybody on one server. Oh, I was gonna... See, I can hear somebody else's tractor beam. There's ghosts. We'll get that out of the way so I can actually see Twitch chat as well. Yeah, I'm expecting this to be a fairly slow stream today, because I had the energy to stream about 2 hours ago, and then the build for today seemed to be a bit slow going, so I went and did something else and used up all my energy, and now I'm a little bit less up for things. Yeah, I think I'm just stuck in the gateway queue, and it's not having it, so don't crash my ship. Hey, Batman. How you doing? I mean, it's hard to crash my ship when the hangar doesn't open. I'm gonna store my ship, I'm gonna relog, and we'll see if we end up on a different server, because this one seems to be a tad borked. Oh, and you can close now. There we go. The disadvantage of having the extra large hangar as my personal hangar is I have to spend ages hoofing it over to the exit, because it's like phenomenally large hangar and the itty bitty spaceship, and that's not even the smallest ship I have. Alright, I'll put this away. I'll at least get to show you the cool new vehicle elevator, if it'll let me store it. There we go. Push it away. All the lights go down and it sinks into the floor. And it takes a month of Sundays to do it. There she goes. I'm not stepping beyond this line because I'll die. Yeah, there we go. I think I mostly fixed the audio. It seems to be less spicy now. I'm going to turn down the game audio though. At least while we're in the hangar, because the hangars are very noisy. Weirdly, my alarm, when I'm actually doing stuff with the vehicle elevator, seems to be okay. It's just when everybody else is doing theirs, it gets a little loud. There we go, ship's in storage. I'm gonna go back to menu and see if I can get a server that's not number 70. So I'm assuming with everybody piling in, it might fill my my slot on this server relatively quickly. Yeah, we'll see how she goes. Also, we're not playing the crew. I need to fix that. See, no matter how much stuff I do to prep for the stream, I don't get all of it. That one. Then we want to change this to... Do I have Star Citizen just active somewhere? No? Yes. Save and... affixed. Ain't that lovely. Right, let's see if we can get on a server that isn't 70. Oh, we're on number 10. Lovely. Hopefully this will be a little bit less broken. It's always something... Yeah. Exactly. Like, there's so many moving parts, and no matter how many times I double, triple check to make sure that we're good to go, there's always one moving part that I haven't put where it needs to be. Because I was like, I've got my overlays sorted, I've got OBS up to date, I've got my audio devices selected, I'm good to go. And then as soon as I go to start the stream, I'm like, oh, goddammit, I don't have my countdown timer for the pre-show. And then apparently I didn't fix the game thumbnail for the intermission overlay. That's what we're forgetting today. At least it's not critical stuff. Yeah, I wanted to do a test stream to kind of see if we could make sure everything's working before I start doing bigger streams, because I've got a couple of weeks where I'm not doing hospital appointments, so I wanna maybe... Sounds like I'm getting old. I'm just tired. I'm always tired. Plus they're messing around with my medications, so we're a little bit off kilter. And I decided to use the energy that I had for streaming to go do other stuff while I waited for Star Citizen to come out of evocati testing and allow me to actually show off stuff without breaking my fucking NDA. I've been sleeping well the last 3 months. Yeah, I can relate. Instead of waking up every 2 hours, I'm now waking up pretty much every hour. And I can't fucking fix that for some reason. I thought it might have been because I was drinking more caffeine, but I stopped doing that for like a week and it didn't help, so I don't know what's going on. But I don't know, maybe I'll get a little bit more energy for the next couple weeks or so, because I don't have a bunch of shit to do. Because this week's been fairly busy as well, even if I haven't had appointments. I've had other errands to run. Drink less caffeine now, still don't sleep well. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. This is the problem, is I have to constantly adjust the game sound, because in the hangars, it's loud as shit, and then everywhere else, it's super quiet. And there we go. There's some quality of life changes right there. That big fuck off flashy beacon on top of the spaceport. Finally, it's not invisible at night. Yes, I'm seeing a lot of unfamiliar names in the global chat. This is definitely wave 1. We got the rabble coming in. See how quick they end up getting fucking killed.
The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Let them off first, so we don't get ran into.
Crusader Industries is happy to offer free and convenient transit to all visitors aboard the Orson Skyway shuttle. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
I mean, not to jinx the situation, but despite the fact that I haven't been able to get out of the hangar so far, it hasn't been as much of a dumpster fire as I thought it was going to be. That being said, we haven't gotten to the stage where we're potentially hitting the bottlenecks. So I'm going to do a quick check just to see if the vehicle loadout stuff is still broken. It probably is. Empty, 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 empty. Yeah. Yeah, we're not customizing our ships today. That's fine. We have our spirit. We have the spirit in a dream, and we can do this. And I'm more willing to fly the Spirit now because they finally reclassified it as a medium ship, so it can fit in the hangar now. That was a... Whoa. My walking speed's gone up. That was a... Oh, god damn it! Alright, problem number 1. My hangar doesn't show up. So I think we gotta get another... Try and get another elevator. Sometimes that fixes it. This one gonna have what I seek? No. Jesus. I think we might have already lost our personal hangar. Which isn't ideal. Yep, it's Gonski. Okay.
Welcome.
That's fine. We'll have a slightly more manageably sized hangar now, because this will probably just give me a medium one. Yep. So we go to the medium hangar. We don't have the thingy one anymore. Medium hangar. Have to go into one of the plebeian public ones. Actually, hang on, I'm gonna test something. Maybe. Maybe not. Want to see if the ooh, oh god. Hang on, I broke my YouTube music. Want to see if the music's coming through on the VoD track or not. It shouldn't be. No, it's not. Okay, we're good. Also, I need to stop that from ducking, because we don't want to do that right now. Right. Let's see if we can get out of this hangar. I mean, I'm down for having a smaller hangar, because maybe we'll avoid all of the space whales trying to get out of the big boy. See what happens. This hangar seems marginally quieter as well. Ooh, excuse me. Right. Quest launch. Gateway granted. Hey, we're getting let out. Lovely. Get my sticks into position. Because I might actually get to fly a spaceship today. Which has not been a guarantee thus far through the the testing phases of 324. Hey, Kellerman. Look, it happened. We finally got wave 1 for 324.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I mean, outside of the hangars, a lot of stuff is broadly the same as 23. But The changes that they have are, I feel like they're going to be impactful. Whether that ends up being a good thing, who knows. Do I know where it is? It's right here. There we go. Get out of atmosphere. I'm avoiding New Babbage and Area 18 because apparently they're dumpster fires right now. Oh, you want to do? Have you checked your butt? Okay, I get you now. Hey, Wolf. Listen, I'm a little bit slow tonight. The build took a little bit longer to go to Wave 1 than I would have liked, so I'm a little tired.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I will proceed to assigned landing bay. Oh look, we got another hangar straight away. Lovely. Well, we got a door. Getting the hangar isn't the issue. Getting the door into the hangar is the main problem. Yeah, the game volume's all over the goddamn place. Because I can't hear my ship right now. Oh, there it is. Ooh! Bit quick. Here I am turning off the auto speed adjustment for the landing gear. And then almost careening it straight into the back of the hangar. Alright. Well, we made it to Seraphim safely enough. I'm gonna set my eyes to you, and then I guess we'll take a look at some hauling missions. Which means we'll probably end up back down at Orison. But that's fine. Also, if there's anything that folks in chat want me to look at specifically, do let me know. Also, I'm on the wrong tab in my OBS. There we go. I fix it. The inside of the star. I think somebody did that relatively recently on the subreddit. It's not pleasant, it's just too bright. Turns out, sun's bright. Shocker. Done the game. Yeah, that's fair. The NPCs still are, oh, they've woken up. Everybody's got places to be now. Right, what were we doing? Oh yeah. Actually, I'll go pick up a max lift and maybe a cargo crate or two as well. Because for some reason, all my max lifts disappeared. Actually, since we're streaming, I'm going to turn off the overlays and stuff. Get rid of those. Chat can fuck off. See, like the QR code and all that text and shit, I don't even know it. That's why I'm like, oh yeah. People probably don't want to see that. Also, it's completely giving away what server I'm in, so maybe we don't do that. Uh-oh. Ooh. We had a bit of a hang there. Also, we should have transcoding pretty reliably now. Because Twitch released, well, Twitch and OBS released their whole enhanced streaming thing, which means I can transcode locally and send all those video streams up to Twitch. Means we don't have to be at the mercy of Twitch's server-side transcoding, which they don't like to give to people who don't have many viewers. That should be a help, and it doesn't seem to actually be having a huge impact on performance. So yeah, that's pretty neat. Right, what are we doing? Max lift. Max. We'll get like 6 of them because I'm gonna need them. Oh, cool. Right, and then we want some store rolls. Store. We'll get a few. I think I've got a few down at Orison already, so I'm just gonna get like a couple of 1s and a couple of 8s. Here we go. Lovely jubbly. I guess we can take this opportunity to show off the item banks. Because I need to get a tractor beam. I also need to put away my current one. So we go onto here. We grab our tractor beam, move that into the drawer, and then we open the drawer. We get our old style inventory interface, where we can take stuff out, put stuff in. I don't know why that didn't separate the tractor beam attachment, but we'll hope that's got into inventory. And then if I do filter by utility, it's in there. See, now I need to check to see if my tractor beam attachment is still on that, because usually it splits it off. Well, it's just completely eaten my tractor beam attachment. Okay. Rip that. Actually, I'll buy a few more while we're here, because apparently I'm going to need to. That one I haven't seen thus far. That's a new bug.
You're looking for the vehicle terminal.
I'm definitely not looking for the vehicle terminal. But I will. I appreciate you trying to warn me about that. I shall grab the accompanying multi-tools as well, because we have. Oh, we don't have as much money as I thought. I forgot I bought the Mercury to see what that was like nowadays. So I don't have a boatload of money, but I have enough to dick around with. Alright, now that we've got our supplies, we can head back to our hangar. Actually, well, we'll see if there's actually hauling missions available. There should be. Howling. Oh, we have a bunch. Oh, they didn't wipe the reputation that I got on the previous patch. I thought we were going to have to do our introductory one again. Actually, I'm going to have a little bit of info in the corner, so I can see when the server starts crashing. So, gone are the hangar numbers, and now we just have our names on them. And it'll only show the hangars you have access to, which will be yours and the ones of the people in your party. Alright, let's see what cargo missions we have. Contracts. Yeah, it's really nice. Means that you don't have to try and be like, whoa, what hangar are you on approach to? And then somebody has to try and check. And then, yeah, you just be like, go to, once you call for ATC, if you're picking somebody up from the station, you just be like, go to my hangar, and they can. We got extra smalls. Collect from crew L1, deliver to, oh, we got any departing from Sarah, oh, no. No, we are not going to Brios. Especially not now that we've just gone to Wave 1. Fuck that shit. Bikini Bottom to Port Tressler, Seraphim to August Dunlow. Might end up doing that one. If it's the only one from here. And we got that one as well. And we could I think we can take more than one. We could take like 3 of these. If we're feeling extra spicy. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Take the other ones. Seraphim to August Dunlow. And Seraphim dog is done now. Lovely. Why do I keep getting invoice? What am I getting invoiced for? Oh, okay. It's the TeamSpeak. I forgot that was due today. I'm hoping it. Hang on. I'm hoping it's the same cost as it was last year. Because OVH is pretty terrible about telling me how much they're actually going to charge me in advance. 55. Ooh, is that? Okay, no, that's as much as I was expecting. Okay, that's pretty okay. Actually, before we do the mission, I'll show you something that took me forever to figure out. So there were two major bugbears I had with the freight manager. Were in the initial releases was we didn't have a search bar, which we have now, but it's not super functional. And sub inventory access, like I couldn't open these boxes, and I just assumed it wasn't in. And then I watched an episode of Inside Star Citizen, and they were showing all this stuff off. And I noticed the search bar wasn't there, which meant they were on an earlier build than Evocati was at the time. And I couldn't, and they were opening these boxes, and I realized, oh, that must be in now. And yeah, it turns out you can just double click, and it opens the crates up, and you can put things in the crates. It's a little bit wonky. If you use move all, it tends to break, but yeah. Also, I think half of our mission contract just disappeared. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, we'll do this one at a time. So we'll grab our first set of boxes. Actually, I usually prefer doing this with the vehicle tractor beam, so... I mean, you could obviously do it with the handheld buoy. Not that one. That one. Oh, no. Oh, I forgot about the bug where if you pull the med gun out, and it and you holster it, it starts making this horrible beeping noise. Hang on, I'm gonna look up the workaround for that, because there is one, and I don't want to be dealing with this until we can log off, which is not now. Stand by. Unexpected incapacitation audio. I don't like this. I'm pretty sure somebody figured out a workaround. Change paramed by multi-tool. Instead of holster paramed, not activate the sound for... What is this word salad? I think if we... Right. If I do this... Ah, shit. Do this. Yeah, there we go. I fix. I thought it was something like that. Alright. Now we get to play box Tetris. Yeah, this tends to be a little bit easier with the vehicle tractor beam, I've found. Because it seems they actually put the tractor beam on the Spirit in a position where it makes sense. You can actually put stuff in the cargo bay with it, which isn't a luxury that we've been able to expect from vehicles fitted with tractor beams. Cough, cough. Caterpillar, cough, cough. Oh yeah, let's put the tractor beam completely out of the way from where the cargo bays are. Genius! Into the turret. Is it working now? It seems to be. We've got some function, and I can now they put it out to wave 1, which means the builds are no longer under NDA, so I can start showing stuff off. Oh, see, it was easier And now we have this shit. I can't actually see through the cloud of unknown, unknown, unknown. Now, it is a little bit ambitious doing 3 of these contracts, because if the server crashes, it disappears. So we gotta hope that doesn't happen. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of me loading boxes, so strap in for high octane action. Oof. Alright, attempt to not blow my ship up by transferring boxes into it, because some of the... I haven't... I'm gonna jinx myself here. But some people have been giving feedback that cargo crates have been blowing ships up too easily, and I haven't had that yet. But that's not to say that I won't. That's not to say that I haven't just increased my chances to 100% just by saying that. It's what you expect. Yeah. And I really should be expecting it as well, however, I try and have at least a little bit of optimism. Maybe it won't completely implode in on itself this time. I mean, I'll do all of this, and then I'll try and call for takeoff clearance, and the doors won't open, and that will ruin my entire experience. That's usually how this goes. The problem is there's a lot of moving parts in these holding missions that are reliant on the game not being total garbage. Yeah, we might be better off doing the handheld tractor beam, because I'm gonna have to... If it was just one contract, I'd probably just do it like this, because then I can load up, switch seats, leave. But I'm gonna have to get out and do stuff with the freight elevator anyway. Plunk. Right. That's that quest. So we'll go dispense the next one. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yep. All present and correct. On to the next one. Gonna put the lift down. That's what that looks like. I did actually end up getting stuck in one of these once, because it sort of... It came up with my stuff in it, the door opened, so I went in to go retrieve my stuff, and then the lift decided, oh, we need to go back down. So the door closed, and then the lift went down. I was like, no! A lot of dust. Yeah. It's one of these dusty old hangars. All the screens come pre-grind. It's a trap, yeah. We got him now! Yeah, I'm gonna try this next lot with the handheld one. The benefit of this is also I don't have to hold fucking Alt to do the scroll wheel to bring the cargo in. Disadvantage is I have to listen to the master mode changing noises, because those are still stuck on. Listen to the... this hangar seems a little bit more peaceful though. There's less people at the station. Which means you don't have to just listen to wah, 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 as we load boxes into our ship. Oh! A little bit of lag on the way in there. Can players be in other players' personal hangars? Yes, but you have to be in a party with them. So everybody in a party can see each other's hangars at any given spaceport. So let's say I'm over at Port Tressler, and Jeff joins and is at Orison. Since my home hangar's at Orison, he could go into my hangar and drop quick flares, because that's probably what he would do. If a rando gets into your lift and comes to your hangar, they've got about 8 seconds before they get bamfed back to the lobby. Or space, as seems to be the case at the moment. There are also no armistice zones in hangars anymore, so if somebody comes to your hangar, you can, as long as you're quicker on the draw than they are, you can pull your gun out and blast them. And they'd be trespassing, so you're entirely within your rights to do so. Murder, yep. So that's one thing I'd quite like to try and organize, if I wasn't so lazy, would be since there's no armistice zones in the hangars, you could use these cargo crates, maybe some of the bigger ones. The 1SCs are a little bit small, but you could use the cargo crates to basically set up like an FPS level. You could have some FPS tournaments. Park some Ursas off to the side so people can respawn. And do some cool stuff like that. Use crates to hide bodies. No, you just flush them out into space. What do you need the bodies for? You've got the stuff off them, you can just chuck them away. And it's space, what are they gonna do? Find it? Villain. I mean, yeah. I've got that tag as well. Right. There we go. That's all those loaded up, so we'll get the last set of, I think it's 9. And then we'll be on our merry way. Down in space trying to find my body, you got run over that ship doing laps. This is true. I mean, if you put somebody in a place that's not particularly interesting, then nobody ends up finding it. Oh, these are green. Oh, they're carbon. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna put that there for a moment. Hopefully it doesn't vanish. That's something that they've been doing. No, come on. Lift, you fuck. Also, they've changed some of the verbiage on how they handle communications channels. So instead of leaving channels, you now get kicked from them. And that was that was a bit concerning when it first started happening, because the first time I saw it was when the server crashed and recovered, and then about, I don't know, a minute or two after the server recovered, it was like, you have been kicked from local. I'm like, why? Why they kick me? And I realized it was just the, just a remnant of the server recovery. I think once we go back down to Orison, I'm gonna test some of the cargo crate related stuff. Actually, If we have space, I mean, we'd have space if I put these on top of each other. I want to grab one of my 8 SCU inventory crates just in case. Just in case I don't have any down at Orison like I think I do. I'm pretty sure I do. But, I do want to check. Start putting these up top. Just to make sure I've got enough space to put that crate in. I mean, considering the audience of the patch just increased in size pretty significantly, I am surprised at the stability thus far. Trying to make small changes like that so everyone has a small confusing moment. I mean, probably. Is this the... Whoops. No, there's 2 more. 2 more. Oh god. Was it trying to lift the station there for a second? I saw some red flashy text that was like, too heavy. And I wasn't grabbing onto anything. Alright, we'll grab this last one here, and then we'll grab an inventory crate. An existential moment. Doesn't matter how much I can lift, there's always something bigger that I can't lift. What's the point anymore? What the hell? We have all the cargo. Or at least we should. Is it letting me grab more cargo? We'll grab that at least. See if that goes away the next time I pop into there. Princess if you plan to use me to... Where's my box? Game, I put a box in there. Where'd it go? And it's eating my box. Wow! See, this is why we always buy more than one. Because if I bought one, it would be gone now. Oh yeah, look, it straight up ate that box. There's nothing there anymore. Right, try again. Is it gonna eat this one as well? Nope, that one actually spawned. Probably. Oh, now they're both... Ah! Oh my god. Hang on, I'm gonna... see if I can put one away without it getting... actually eaten. You gotta pull it off the lift, then you gotta put it on the lift. Oh, good god. Jesus. Just... there we go. Actually, it's probably not gonna get picked up, though. Oh, it did. Put it back. Now we move it. And now it's back. Okay. Okay. That's fine. It got itself sorted eventually. And that's kind of all I can expect. Also, I'm gonna get to the ship first, because I can't sprint while holding that. This is just the easier way of doing it. Squeeze. Oh. Squeeze it in. Clank, clank. Clank, clank, clank. And locked. Lovely. Oh hey, we pretty much got that spot on as well. Just enough space. Right. Let's take our goods. take our wares and give them to whoever wants them at the spaceport at Orison. If they'll let me out. Oh yes, there we go. Also, I noticed we were able to get the lift from the hangar into the lobby at Seraphim. That's something I haven't been able to take for granted in this particular patch cycle. Oh, other way. Also, the skybox is a lot lighter, and I don't like it. Because it makes us just look like we're in a gas cloud everywhere, and yeah, I don't like it. It takes away a lot of the darkness of space. Alright, set a route to Orison, because if I don't do that, it's not gonna let me jump to it. Because for some reason we've got to jump to the planet first. Don't know why. That's just how it is.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
And there's the unclaimed cargo message. That's a bug. Also, the restricted area is a big bug. That's why I haven't been using the Constellation very much. Because for some reason, every time I leave Seraphim, it impounds the Snapcraft on the back of the Connie. And one time it blew up my my Nursa. So I apologize if the AC noise kicks up sometimes. It seems to be broadly okay, it's just sometimes it'll be like, oh, that's just enough to kick the voice gate up. And that's all you can hear. I mean, otherwise the audio seems to be okay. I mean, nobody's complained about it, so I'm assuming it's alright. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier, was I wanted to do a little stream like this, just to see if everything was working, because I may stream the Entropy Center next week. Sound normal to me? Excellent. There's a lot of processing wizardry that this new audio interface can do to the microphone. I just turned pretty much all of it off, because it sounded like shit. The Entropy Center, it's kind of like Portal, except you manipulate time more than you manipulate space, I guess, would be how it goes. New game hype? Yeah. Well, new to the channel. It's been around for a little while. Okay, did they actually assign me a hangar? Yes, they did. Not mine. Mind you, it's still a public hangar, but it'll do. It's been out for a minute. I think Altani tried streaming it a little while ago, and it looked pretty interesting. Wanted to give it a go myself. Oh god, where's the strut here? How do I get into this hangar? Turn the lights on. Oh, it's a side loader. Okay. So we can probably come out of nav mode and not be going too fast. Ooh, a little bit too fast. And popped. Yeah, I want to do a fairly short story game to see if I can do those again. Because, as I said earlier, my energy levels have been a little low. And I want to make sure I can at least get through a game that I can bash out within a week. Before I start trying to do, like, oh, let's try and do a bunch of Assassin's Creed games, where it's like 60 hours worth of games that I actually want to play. I think that's a bad thing to try and commit to right away. Cocaine help with that? It probably would. I feel like that might be a little bit against the terms of service, though. Ooh. That sounded different. Everything sounds a little different. Sounds like I'm wearing a helmet, which... What the fuck are all these? Oh, good god. Oh, good god, when did I buy so many quantum drives? Did I have a shitload of crates here already? I feel like I did. Maybe not. Okay. Oh god. Okay, it's stuck. Oh, I got stuck. There we go. Unless, oh, it might be an item limit. No, there used to be an item limit of 250. Oh, it's not in there. We gotta go other. They haven't recategorized these yet. Need to get to scroll through all of my crap. Including my wooden cocks. Actually, hang on, I want to check something. Apparently they fixed the fish tank, so you can move it now. I wanna see if that's true. Oh, you can! Game of the year right here. We can put fish tanks in our hangars now. We can't put fish in the fish tank, but we can certainly get the tank out now. Put that back. This isn't my hangar. It doesn't deserve my fish tank. Yeah, I don't know why the audio is really muffled like that. Oh, god damn it. Yeah. Right, and then we bring that back up, because we need to load it with cargo. Probably could have stood to bring the spirit back just a little bit. In fact, I might do that. Because it's a little far forward. You can't really see into the freight lift very well. So we'll bring this back just a touch. Oops. Just a little scooch. To about... Ooh-ho! Steady on now. About there will do. Perfect! And now we get to offload all of our stuff. And probably have to reshuffle all the boxes, because I'm guaranteeing you that not all of them will appear first time. Now I've never done multiple missions at the same time either, so I'm wondering how this is gonna completely fucking bug out. Apparently that tiny little lift holds 224 SCU. Actually, I might just use the handheld one, because these unknown markers are going to be in the way, especially when we're moving a lot of boxes. That's... I'm a moving with my fist. No, we don't want that. I mean, lining them up is gonna be a nightmare. On account of having absolutely no depth perception. Which I feel like doesn't seem to crop up as much as you'd think. The whole, oh, this 3D game is on a 2D screen, therefore you don't really have much depth perception. But, it seems to mostly work itself out until you get to distances like this. Where it just completely causes problems. I can't tell whether this is at the front or the back of the lift. I'm assuming I have to load all of this onto the elevator at once, otherwise it will cancel my other missions. Oh, I wish I could stop that master mode sound from triggering. I had to listen to enough of that in 323. If there's one thing I'm looking forward to more than anything with this this patch coming out at some point is we can finally stop saying 323. Because I find that to be a bit of a mouthful. I find it far easier to say 324. So then we'll get to do that. I mean, this was almost 323.2, which is even worse. Alright, pull this out. Actually, I'll check the freight manager once we offload this. Stick it down. Plunk. There we go. See what that's actually picked up, if anything. Oh, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? Oh, there's some carbon there. Okay. Apparently we pulled one of the carbon boxes out that I didn't remember. Oh, that was probably the one we did with the ship tractor beam. Would be my guess. Is this actually working now? No. So this is mostly just placeholder. Oh god, we've got 12 minutes on the tungsten. We gotta start fucking schmoovin'. I can't get out of the... There we go. Apparently we can't be as leisurely about this as I thought we could. Bring this to the back so it's not in the way. And we'll have to check to make sure it's still getting picked up on the freight manager. Then we'll frantically start moving boxes out of the ship again. Because otherwise we're going to have time issues. Lovely. And we get the carb. Oof. Sometimes it makes big clunking noises and I get very worried. I mean, as far as I can tell, the boxes themselves don't have health, so I'm pretty confident just yeeting them in the back of the fucking... or yeeting them into the cargo lift. You get annoyed at all the courier drivers that start just throwing packages around because they're busy and they don't have time to treat your stuff with care, and then you start doing stuff like this and it's like, ah, you know, I kind of get it now. Check for the fragile sticker. Oh, it doesn't have one. Alright, yay! So how much they ask for 3 minutes? You have FOMO if you don't use their soap. Sounds like marketing to me. Actually, I just realized you're watching ads, so can't hear any of this. Yeah, I don't know. I need to decide if I'm gonna keep running the ads like that, because... Oh, Jesus! Brr. I don't know how much it's actually helping. Because the idea is... Oh, well, we'll run 3 minutes of ads every hour. And that disables the pre-rolls. So that people, when people join the channel, it doesn't play an ad straight away. Which has been a fundamentally stupid thing that Twitch has done for a very long time. And I fucking hate it. But we have a way to disable it, and I don't know if it's better or worse. But then the other thing is, I think Twitch is just gonna run mid-rolls anyway, so... I mean, I might as well be somewhat in control of when they run, and, you know, actually get a benefit from it. What the fuck is this? Hi, Jeff. It's me. Mario. Yeah, Jeff, look, it's the patch with personal hangers in it that you're probably gonna fucking ruin with quick flares. But joke's on you. My fucking personal hanger disappeared instantly, so... Those elevators, they are elevators of the freight variety. Hangers and elevators are the biggest thing you've been waiting for. Well, hopefully there's not a huge amount of issues keeping it from live. I mean, it's been, knock on wood, it's been pretty stable on this particular patch so far. Still feel like logging in, that's fair. Alright, last box. Then we get to make sure everything's available. Nope. Don't say it. Don't say the C word. Right, so how many do we need? We need... it's showing me one of my missions. There we go. 9, 9, and 10, so 28. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20, 20... No. I've gone wrong. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 20... Jesus fucking... I'm fucking slow as shit today, apparently. Oh, you wanna offer me fucking bots? How about you suck my nads? Let's try our 3 times tables again. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. We're missing 1. God damn. Trying to troll the border. Nah, they wouldn't have seen it anyway. Alright, well, we get to take every single fucking... Oh, it's probably this one, because it's at the front. There we go. Try moving that one back. Nope. Still missing 1. I don't know which one it is. How many carbon do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's okay. How many tungsten do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 of those, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna only got 8 titanium? Yeah, okay, so it's one of the titaniums. So we just pop off all the titaniums, but I can't tell what they are until I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't. Please don't crash. I can't use my, can't use my tractor beam, hang on. Uh-oh. No! Well, all those missions are gone. Dang it! I could have just accepted the fact we were 1 box short, but... So the C word, yep. It was uttered, and now we have this situation. God... God damn it. Well, now we wait. Hopefully we'll be able to just store all of that cargo at all. Even if it is going to be classed as stolen, probably. Oh, god damn it. Feel like we might end up pivoting to something else. Some other activity, because I don't know if I feel like moving more boxes. Maybe go have a run in the Vulture. Maybe go see if we can do some component salvaging now that we can actually store components. We may be here for some time. we just gotta hang out until the server recovers. Where's my fucking... Get out. An alt-tab to the correct window. We'll get some intermission music while we wait. If my fucking YouTube music doesn't want to lag like buggery. We have that on the playlist twice. Oh, we do. No, that. Yeah, whatever. Oh, this one's apt. That got loud very quickly. Sometimes the server recovers a bit quicker than this, but right now it has decided to not. Yeah, I need to set my fucking megaphone voice changer sound effect up. That's something we can do while we wait. Because that's something I forgot to do. I mean, apparently it is just a turn on kind of feature for this. It's now not assigned it to a button. I literally just told it to assign it to a button, and it didn't. Add effects. No, just add it to the button. Oh, the server's come back. Well, as is tradition with our with the server recovery, we go to our contracts here. History abandoned. Alright, let's see if we can put all this into storage. Spoiler alert, it'll probably be like, there's stuff blocking the lift. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and there's the obligatory, suffocate on the way back in. Lovely. Love it. Alright, well, we're abandoning that shit. Let's do something a little different. I'm gonna get a different ship. I think I might get the... I don't know. Oh yeah, we were gonna take the Vulture out, see if we can find any salvagey stuff.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Vulture delivered. Then we can... Come on. I just got this delivered. It can't possibly need climbing.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
There we go.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Now will it deliver? The jury's out. Like the Year of the Factory game. Yeah.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Yeah, there was a neat little factory game called, I think it was just called Prospector, that I tried out a couple weeks ago. It was fun. There was some weird intricacies with the controls that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I ended up getting to the end of the demo content. Oh, Factoria's getting like an actual space expansion. Fun. Shapes 2. Can't say I've heard of any of the last few. I don't know. I tried getting into Factorio again after the after I played Prospector, and I was like, this is kind of making me feel like playing Factorio. But I think I got a bad starting location, and I didn't go looking for a better one. So I might try going back to the save I had a while ago and just start from mid game rather than starting again. Oh, oxygen not included. Gotcha. Trust is a new moony one. Arr. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up real quick before we venture out. Assuming it's on Steam. The Crust. Early access, out now. Automate a lunar base as you become the savior of humanity, exploring the future on the moon. Minecraft, research, and trade resources with Earth in this gripping narrative base builder. Ooh. £25, which means I'm probably not going to get it now, but I will put it on the wish list. Ever play modded Factorio? I think I may have like a couple little quality of life mods, but I've never gone hard on modding it. I mean, I barely get through the base content pretty much every time I play it, so. Oh yeah, let's look up shapes while we're in the old Steam arena here. Shapes 2. Oh, this one looks funky. Oh, that. Ah, okay, I get it. Might have a look at the first one. I'm assuming if it's getting a sequel that the first one's gonna be relatively cheap. $8.50 at full. Oh, I think I've seen this one before. That looks funky. I'll add that one to the wish list as well. I'll check them out off stream. Yeah, I like the blueprinty style of the first one. That looks pretty neat. I'm sure there was another one that I played recently, but I don't remember what it was. No, I don't think I played it, but there was a... I think it was a Factories. I admittedly didn't look too far into it when I claimed it, but there was a one on Amazon Prime, or Twitch Prime, when, not too long ago. I'm gonna see if I can find the name of it. Master Plan Tycoon. Okay, maybe that's not quite a factory type game. It's resource management, and I keep meaning to check it out, but then I forget it exists because it's in my Amazon games library, and who the fuck checks that? But it looks like it might be an interesting resource management type game. Rage Quit the new Oxygen Not Included DLC. I need to give that game another go as well. There's so many games I need to try again, and Oxygen Not Included is definitely on that list. I tried one playthrough and the atmosphere in the cave ended up getting majorly out of whack, and I couldn't really figure out a way to fix it, so stopped playing. Liquid mercury had the same density as water. That seems off. Way more sustainable now. Yeah, I need to go another go. Oops. I think I might have picked up some of the DLC for that at some point as well. Well, I think I probably picked it up when I bought it because it was very likely on heavy discount, and I was like, "Oh, I can pay another couple quid and get DLC." And I made the mistake of starting the game with the DLC turned on, rather than trying a run without to start with. Right, let's see if we have any nearby salvage contracts. Play until you boil your dupes, yeah. Pretty much. Alright. Not looking for particularly high quality stuff, I just want to see if it's nearby. And the answer seems to be, is it fuck? Our choices are Crew L5, Her L3, so the L5s, or Crew L3, Her L3. Problem is it doesn't show the names of them this far out, which makes them a nightmare to find. Where's Her L3? That one might not be... you know, that's not too far away. We'll do that one. That would have been this contract for the Arrow. Yeah, I kind of want to see if component salvage is a bit more worth doing now. I mean, actually, I've just thought it's probably not worth doing because I wanted to see if loading the ship components into the freight elevator and then storing them would allow you to use the vehicle loadout manager to equip them to ships a little bit more solidly than we can now. But the VMA is not working. Or the VLM, not the VMA. Well, it's the same thing. Finally toned down the fake depth TV. Yeah, they it feels pretty much the same as it does in the current live patch, if I recall correctly. They toned it down pretty heavily before they released 3.23. It is still present in some places. Like I think the contract manager still has some of it. Oh no, it's not too bad. But yeah, they've definitely toned it down from where it started. Looks fairly clean now. I wasn't a huge fan of the changes when they first came in. I was a little skeptical about it being an improvement from what we had. I mean, obviously the mobiGlas was a massive improvement, but I felt like, especially the sort of actor status stuff in the corner down here, was I felt that was mostly okay before. So I was like, this change kind of feels like a step back, but they've iterated and they've listened to feedback, thankfully, and it looks a lot better now. I wonder when we're getting the MFD rework as well. Oh, is that coming with 4.0? I can't remember. It's probably on the roadmap. Roadmap, release view. We're getting a fair bit with 4.0, and I can never quite remember what all we're getting. Oh yeah, there we go. MFD rework and new displays. And the Zeus. Oh, I'm looking forward to the Zeus. It's like the Spirit, but it has a reasonable amount of shield generators. He's a guy in charge who didn't design UIs for television and movies. Yeah. Because, I mean, yeah, that's one of the big things, is, with movies you can have all of this flashy stuff, and it's fine, because it doesn't need to actually present any information to the viewer. Or at least it doesn't have to do that on a routine basis, but, with a game, that information presentation is actually quite important. I just wish they'd hire somebody with eyes, so that they can see how much of a readability issue it is sometimes. Took us astray, yeah. That's because arcs are, sci-fi. Oh god, how have we ended up this far away? Little closer, please. There we go. Oh, Jesus. I don't want to fly fucking 86 clicks. But we're gonna do it. Because we've jumped in on the wrong side of the station. See, this kind of stuff would have made a lot of sense to test out when PvP was against the rules, but we're gonna do it in Wave 1 because I'm apparently insane. Should be fine. I'm sure it'll be okay. I don't even know why I brought the Vulture, to be honest, because I don't know if I have much intention of actually scraping the ship, more than I just have intentions of pulling components off of it to see if that's worth doing now. Pyro before or after CitizenCon? Ooh, after. I think it's going to be after. I think we'll still see it before the end of the year. But I feel like it's going to be one of those things where they're going to want to push it to open PTU right before they go on holiday break. And then, yeah. I think it's going to be the big end of year patch. I don't think we're getting it in Q3 like they say we are. Though it does very much depend on how much progress they've been making on it while freight elevators and all that stuff have been languishing on PTU. Oh, slow down. It was live during CitizenCon for people who went to CitizenCon. I don't know about that. I mean, they'll probably have it on the show floor, like they did with the Pyro Playground last year, but that's how I feel like it's gonna go. I mean, I hope they get it out before CitizenCon, because I don't want yet another year of CitizenCon just being about Pyro. But, I feel like that's very optimistic. Alright, I can't remember if the Arrow got its gold pass for componentry. I don't think it did. We might only be able to pull the weapons off of this one. We might not even be able to do that because my tractor beam's not doing anything. Oh, good God! Okay, today I learned the max lift is powerful enough to move an arrow. Interesting. Alright, I think we need to get in and detach the, or disable the item port locks. Is what I guess is going on there. This has been ongoing thing for like 8 years. Slightly hyperbolic, but yes. I'm assuming we did it. I don't have a HUD indicator, but I pressed the button. Can I grab... Nope. Oh, come on. Not what I want. Oh, come off it. You'll be 9 this year? Yeah. That's... Will it? Oh, that was... Yeah. Yeah, you're right. For some reason I was like, oh no, I thought the PU came out in 2017. Because I remember it going to PTU like right after the Misfits meetup, but that was 3.0, not 2.0. $2015, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think it was around maybe the start of 2016. I think that might have been one of those. Oh well, it went to PTU before the holiday break kind of situations. I remember it being maybe sort of very end of 2015 / start of 2016. I can't even get back in the arrow. This might be yet another waste of time. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's definitely right Alt K for the item port, isn't it? Cockpit. Port unlock. Port lock toggle or right Alt K, yes. Okay. Well, it just seems like that doesn't work. Actually, let's test it on my ship. Not very playable until 27. Yeah. I mean, I feel like well, it's probably a little bit of a rose tint. Yeah, see, that worked. I mean, the warning's tiny, but that worked. I feel like the ship might need to be powered on now, which is not... Oh, this is where I wanted to go. Might be rose-tinted specs, but I feel like it was a little bit earlier. The baby PU, as it was called at the time, was playable. I mean, the 2.0 PTU was an absolute clusterfuck, I remember that. It was like you could maybe make it from the hab to the lobby of Port Olisar before the server crashed. Maybe, if you were lucky. Alright, ship port's unlocked, so if we go out the side... Can I pull my gun off? Yeah, it was 3.0, that was 2017, I believe. Whoa, not what I want. Yep, that works. Okay, it's just the thingy being. So does this now attach to the cargo crate is my question. Oh, it does, look at that. Bam! I mean, it takes up a fair bit of space lying down. Can I rotate it and stand it up? Probably not. No, I can do... Okay. I can do it that way. But I can't stand it up. That's disappointing. Ah well. I'll slap that back on before I forget. Ever play with the hangar module mod that let you fly the Andromeda? I did not. I can imagine that was pretty jank though. Man, the constellation model that we got in the hangars before the PU released was ooh. It was dated even for the time. And then now we have the Mark IV Connie, which we've had since 2.0, and that now feels horrifically old. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get the components off of this arrow. I can't even get into it anymore. Unless it wants me to use the... Oh, Jesus, am I stuck? Oh. Does it use me... What? Bleh. Does it want me to use the ladder prompt, maybe? No? No? Okay, well, I'm over that. I guess the next question is, what do we do now? I'm kind of tempted to swing around Hurston way, or well, maybe not Microtech, because Microtech is no worky right. Well, New Babbage is a little bit broken right now. Oh, my guess is it's not attached to my Bulldog properly because it's not charging. That sounds a little bit different. I think they might have changed the gun sounds for the Bulldog slightly again. Right. Fuck it. Let's head to Hurston. We'll get a more suitable ship once we get over there. No. Easier way to do this. Yep. Nope, that's not what I want. I do remember that one video though. I can't remember who made it, but there was that video of the Constellation taking off out of the Revel in the York hangar. Oh, such a good video. That was the hopes and dreams back in the day. It was that one, and then I think there was the Gamescom presentation. I can't remember. It was one of the events, and they showed off the Connie landing at Area 18. I did like the old version of Area 18 as well. I don't know why they built it like they did, because it was very, very obvious that a lot of that stuff wasn't going to work for when we got it in the PU. I don't think having a singular landing pad outside the customs building was ever going to work properly, but that's how it was set up. It was strange. But I think I preferred the atmosphere of old social module ArcCorp compared to what we have today. I do hope we get some form of the those hangars though, once that stuff sort of starts getting fleshed out a bit more. Because I mean, yes, technically we have the Self-Land and the Aero View hangars now, but we don't have the Revel in York, and I would quite like it. And it'll be nice if we can decide on what style we want our hangar to be then it wasn't just sort of tied to the landing zone like it is now. That's something I'd like to see. Because yeah, the old hangar designs definitely felt a little bit more homely. I like the little sort of balconies you could go up to, and the little social areas, and the office control room type area. It was all very cool. Oh, we got clipped at some point. Shows how much attention I'm paying. Oh god, the Twitch has changed the fucking clips manager. Blech. Hopefully the hangers and bigger hangers. Yeah, I mean the XL hanger is very sizable at the moment, because I think they gave it I think it's a 20% increase in size. The large and the extra large got a little bit bigger. I think the large went up by 15% and the extra large by 20%. I don't think we'll end up getting the sort of hangers that spawn to the sides like we got in the old style hangers. I miss that. That was really nice, but I don't think we'll get that back. And then there's the asteroid hanger. God knows what they're gonna do with that. I mean, the hope would be that we'd have some kind of asteroid station where that would work, but I don't think we will. We'll have to see. Yeah, I want to see if we can get a hauling mission to or from one of the distribution centers. See what they're like. Because that's something I haven't done in this patch yet. See, this is the problem with being in Evo Cardi, is when I can finally stream a patch and show it off. The advantage is I have quite a familiarity with a lot of the features, so if people have questions I can probably answer them. But you don't get to really see the wonder and the bumbling around trying to figure stuff out that would come with a first impressions of a patch. Because that was something that I definitely liked doing back when I was Wave 1. You'd be like, oh look, the new patch has come out to Wave 1, let's do a stream and see if we can figure stuff out. I can't do that anymore. Well, I could if I just completely skipped over the Evocati phase, but no. Like, I like you guys and I like streaming, but no, I'm not gonna do that. Right. Now we're within the locale. I'm gonna abandon that salvage contract because it's in the way. Oh, I can't. I know I can. They moved the button. See what haulage contracts we have. See if any of these are... Oh, there's one delivering to a HD PC Farnsways. That might be another distribution center. Is there a single drop-off? My guess is no. HDPC Castillo. From HDMS Opera. Well, actually, we need to get a different ship. I'm not doing this on the Vulture, that's for damn sure. I think we're still, yeah, we're still set route for Everest. Also, despite the fact that we don't have the contracts anymore, we're still getting the warning for unclaimed cargo. I find it entertaining that this unclaimed cargo bug was... It was not great in 323, but it only affected the whole sea, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Now it affects every ship, so now it's very annoying.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now off.
Alright. Good old Everest Harbour. I'll probably have to go claim a ship from the public terminals as well, because I feel like this is going to give me a small hangar. And I don't particularly want to fly a ship that only fits in a small hangar right now. I need cargo room, and I don't think I have a Nomad, so it's gonna be a medium ship. It doesn't. I keep forgetting it doesn't give you the contact ATC message.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
No, don't slow me down.
Landing gear down.
I wish there was a game option to just, by default, not have that stupid landing speed limit thing, because I don't particularly like having to press a button every time I get into a new ship to turn that shit off. I'm capable of moderating my own speed, thank you very much. Back a bit, back a bit. There we go. Plunk.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh shit, wrong way. It's fine, we're just gonna do the squeeze out the side routine. Deep breath, squeeze through, and we're out. Now close the door. Close the door. Dubiousness detected. I mean, I can moderate my own speed sometimes. I don't know, I can't remember the last time I crashed into something hard enough to cause problems.
Welcome to the
Actually, no, that's not true. It was during Xenothreat. We picked up a bunch of the cargo from one of the wrecks, and then I did a fancy slick flip around turn to go towards Jericho to drop all the stuff off, and I crashed into another bit of debris. That caused problems because the ship wanted to list to the left every time I tried to apply thrust. So we just had to decouple, yeet it off into the fucking distance, and I hope for the best. That was a fun time. And it required some resourceful thinking, so it was pretty fun. Wonder how long 324 will remain in testing. I think now that they're confident enough to push it out to Wave 1, as long as things don't completely collapse under the pressure of all the new people, I think it'll probably be within relatively short order. I think it'll be sometime in August, which for a lot of other projects would be a fairly generous timeline, but for this game that's probably almost optimistic. Oh, come on. I need a lift, please. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. Panic over. We'll also grab some refreshments while we're here. Because otherwise I'm gonna die of dehydration. And that's not ideal. You see, I was gonna press the I button and put my helmet in into the local inventory. But I can't do that, so we gotta find one of the slot machines. I mean, the item banks. of which there are not as many on Everest Harbor as there are everywhere else. I mean, if you see one, answers on a postcard, but... Oh, there's one. See, sometimes we can just pull this open as well, but... It's not going to... No! Helmet. Let me put my helmet away. Oh my god. Helmet in box. Helmet in box. Okay. Double dog's the way. And double dog is always the way. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, let me put my helmet away. I need to be able to get refreshments. See, this is a new bug as well. Can I just carry it? Can I drop it? Nope, this thing is super glued onto my head and I'm gonna die. Okay, fuck it, I'm just gonna... Doctor, hydrate me.
Welcome to Med Unit. How may I help you?
It's a pretty big one, so teams with the head nurse, please report to Med Station 4.
Of course.
Head nurse to Med Station
Please
4.
check with the terminals.
Sometime in August? Yeah, that's my guess. If it's not, then... it's... I feel like it's a bit of an indictment for the project, considering it's already been in semi-public testing for, I don't know, what, 6 weeks? Is that how long it's been in Evo? I think it was like 6 weeks. But it has also been pretty rough, so I'm not overly surprised that it's taken as long as it has. Because if the hangers don't work, then, I mean, the entire game becomes unplayable. I feel like if this goes out to live and just completely falls over, I feel like that's going to be broken on levels that would rival 318. Well, it's heresy. It feels like it. Watch, see, now that I've worked around the issue, I'm gonna be able to take it off. Oh, hey, look at that! What a surprise! Game. Oh. Oh! Oh! Can I pick it up? Carry. See, now my hands are full. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to put this somewhere and hope nobody steals it. Hi. You like my helmet box? Made it myself. Oh. It's Did it go on my head? It went on my head. Okay. I was gonna be like, it disappeared into the ether. See, now it's gonna be super glued again. Put on ground. Really hope nobody steals that.
Why can't anyone put things back where they found
Leave
them?
it.
It's my job to pick up.
Leave it. It just needs that extra 1% so it doesn't start draining immediately. You know, I've got my helmet off now, so I want to take advantage of that because apparently that's not something we can take for granted. Alright, let's grab that. Bloop. Lovely. Sorted. Wait a minute, that burrito didn't... Ah, whatever. Fuck it. Alright, new ship time.
Welcome.
What are we gonna get?
ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
We could take the Mercury, maybe.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following. Please visit us again. Goodbye.
The Corsair. That's an option. We're not taking the Constellation because the grid's broken on that. Type. Right. Let's grab. Fuck it. We'll take the Mercury. I want to take the Herkadurk because that's way too big. I mean, the Spirit would be nice, but that's on the other side of the system, and I can't be asked.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered.
Medium hangar.
Please visit us again.
Polaris owners deed soon. I mean, they said this year. I don't know if I believe them, but we shall see. I'm glad people are going to be getting their Polarises, though. Even if I'm not a huge fan of the ship myself. And the display model they had for Invictus didn't exactly convince me. Like, ooh. It's a very, geometry-heavy ship. Gone from soon TM to soon. Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, my merchantman's just looking sad in the corner. God damn it. Why did fucking Star Atlas have to exist? It's a piece of shit, and it fucking took devs away from Star Citizen. Goddamn stupid fucking NFT bullshit. Yet another reason to not like NFTs. Actually, hang on, I should probably check the missions before I depart. That's salvage, I don't want salvage. 22 missions. Yeah, we could do this one. Merchantman's been so neglected. Yeah. Yeah. And just when there was hope for it, it was like, oh, well, the entire team just left to go work on a different game. Whatever happened with Star Atlas, I think it still exists. I don't know if there's a game associated with it yet. I'm pretty sure they're still trying to sell you spaceships. Every time we approach these freight elevators, it's just meh, meh, meh. It just has an alarm to let you know that it's there. The introduction of Pyro coming this year, the merchant important. Yeah, maybe. I was... Oh. What the hell? Dynasty. It'll be interesting just to see how quickly the economy collapses once we get the fucking Holly. It's like, oh, we've got a ship now that can move the entire supply of a pretty busy station. When you want to move, yes. Exactly. Yeah, this is the easiest way I've found to do these haulage missions. Just stand on the ramp and scroll wheel. Now the issue is, I have a fucking Logitech mouse, so this is very likely reducing the life of my scroll wheel pretty significantly. But it's fine. Sure, I don't lose one. Listen, I didn't lose one. It wasn't getting picked up by the freight elevator. They were all there. I moved all of them. It was just like the freight manager was just like, meh, doesn't exist. It did, I counted. What's your favorite bomb with Alpha UVC? Just realized it no longer comes with a torpedo base on board. Yeah. See, the current PTU has the opposite problem. I don't have a retaliator, and I still have the bomb modules in my inventory for some fucking reason. But yeah, I think Calamon was upset with the torpedo bays being missing for the tally if you bought it in game, which is understandable. I hope they've got a fix for that, because as much as I despise the retaliator, people should be getting what they paid for. I can't remember as stupid as yeah. It doesn't even store that much. It's completely meaningless. And then you can put a habitation module on it as well, like, why? Alright, let's get this delivered.
You are clear to launch.
I'll head to Magnolia first, because I know that one's a distribution center. Here we go. There's luxury military surplus.
Landing gear up.
I mean, you could shell out for the habitation module, or you could just get a fucking cot and just stick it in the current empty placeholder module. Sorted. Life of luxury. Oh god, this is gonna disappear behind the. God damn it! Why do I have to jump to the planet first? This never used to be a thing. Well, I say it never used to be a thing. It used to be a thing if you were trying to jump to the major landing zone for whatever reason, but it wasn't for other outposts like this.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel
Pretty like the cockpit of the MSR. Yeah. I've been considering getting a Mercury a little bit more recently. I ended up buying it on the PTU to try it out. Not my favorite. I still think the problem is I prefer the Spirit, but I know as soon as the Spirit gets into a fight, it just dies because it has one size 2 shield generator for some reason. So that's why I mean, that combined with the fact that it spawns in a small hangar on the current live patch has been pretty bad. But now that it spawns in a medium hangar, I'm a little bit more willing to use it. Oh. Yeah, those ads are probably going to go bye-bye. I feel like it's less help than harm. It seems like anytime I'm talking to somebody who's still here, it's just boom, ad. Yeah, the 3 minutes of ads is a me issue. Hang on, I'm gonna go change it right now. I'm gonna turn that shit off. And they're probably gonna be like, "Mer, but you're 70-30 split on ad revenue." I don't care. I'll deal with my fucking less pennies. Oh, sorry, it's not 70-30. It's 55-45. Okay, that's getting turned off. Off you go. Off you go. Let me turn it off, Twitch. There we go. So hopefully that will no longer set ads off. every hour. No auto ads. Very nice. Yeah, I think the 3 minutes of ads an hour, especially when I have no way of seeing when they come up because the little ad manager thing I have in my OBS has not worked for a very long time. Not having the warning myself is also a problem. I think people just have to deal with pre-rolls when they join the channel. Right, so I know we can land in the hangars here, but I'm not going to. I wanna try out one of the external pads if the Mercury's not too big. Also take it out of nav mode so we're not going a million miles an hour.
Landing gear down.
I feel like the Mercury might be a little too fat for this, but we'll try. Not often I actually try using the out in the open type freight elevators. I tried them at one outpost and it didn't go well, so
Complete.
I'm sure it'll go swimmingly this time. Ooh! It's a little bit of a tight fit, but
Engines off.
back and can hear. Lovely. Yeah, the Crusader stuff and the RSI ships do feel quite... You think RSI is lackluster? Interesting. I quite like the RSI stuff. But yeah, the Argo is just behold the flavor of orange. I can hard agree with that. I don't mind I quite like the Argo styling, but, well, I like aspects of the Argo styling, but, they've yet to make a ship that I find actually compelling to use. Because I wanted to like the SRV, and then I realized that it was pretty much useless, so I got rid of mine. It's just old compared to the rest of the ships. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one of the big things that it does really suffer from. Is it's just, I mean, it's, as we were saying earlier, it's been in the game since 2.0. It's as old, literally as old as the PU, so it's showing its age, certainly. But hopefully once they establish the style guides with ships like the Zeus and the Polaris and the Perseus, we will see a gold standard pass for the Constellation. Because for me, the Constellation has always been the Star Citizen ship. I don't know why, but that's always been my sort of... This ship encapsulates the Star Citizen ship design for me. I don't know. It's been a long time personal favorite, but between the handling issues that it had for years and the distinct lack of updates to keep it functional, or to give it certain functionality, I mean, it just hasn't manifested yet. Right, we have 4 boxes. I'm going to put them in the thing, because it is requesting 4 boxes. Will it work? Yeah! Success. Yeah, I feel like it's a bit of a design flaw, having the pad here, and then the freight elevator all the way over there, with the road running through between them. Because you're just going to be tractor beaming a box over to the freight elevator, somebody's going to come along here and get fucking clotheslined. Andromeda's the your least favorite ship in the game? Interesting. I mean, I wouldn't say the Andromeda is necessarily my favorite constellation, but I do like the Connie lineup overall. Oh yeah, the Apollo. I'm so looking forward to the Apollo. and the Zeus. I mean, the only reason I have a Spirit right now is because it's the low enough for the Zeus. And it's not often that I end up keeping concept ships around, unless they're the merchantmen. But, yeah. Use the Taurus a lot for cargo hauling. Yeah. I have a Phoenix, which I want to use, but the cargo grid in that is completely broken, so... Like, there just isn't one. It used to be it would stay in the position where it would be if the lift was retracted, even if the lift was deployed. So you'd have to sort of push the cargo up into the ceiling to get it to recognize it. But now it just doesn't have a cargo grid at all. Yeah, I mean the Taurus has definitely been a more compelling option recently, especially because the other variants have been made worse by the fact that the snub launch, or the snub dock hasn't been working properly. It's like, oh look, it's the advantage that these ships have over the Taurus, and it's diminished by the fact that it just doesn't work half the time. Or I try to put the X1 in the nose hanger. Yeah, that one's pretty bad. I mean, it's just the issue is they don't seem to know what they want to do with when it comes to locking vehicles to vehicle elevators at this point. Because they seem to not want to use the same system as cargo because they want to be able to differentiate in certain cases between this is a vehicle bay versus this is a cargo bay. Like on something like the 600i. But that does then mean that the game is sort of reliant on the lift just sort of working, and I mean that hasn't that hasn't been a thing that works for, I mean, pretty much since we got lifts on ships to put vehicles on. You just try and retract it and it falls through. It's my favorite. Yeah, that's another ship I wanted to like, the 400. But much like the Mercury, it is extremely undergunned for the sort of size, class, and role that it's in. I mean, I know the Crusader ships are more designed for running away than combat, but I mean, when you compare the 400 to something like the Connie Phoenix, it's like, yes, it's a bit more luxurious throughout the ship, but it also has 2 size 3 pilot guns as opposed to 4 size 5s, and I mean, it's kind of hard to say no to firepower like that. So you find yourself with Connie flying away. You know, I'm gonna say the words, I haven't encountered that one recently, but I know as soon as I've said that I will be guaranteed to encounter that bug the next time I fly the Constellation. I know a lot of people that have tried to stand in front of the pilot seat, like shitlords, and whenever I've got into quantum travel, they've just keeled over and died. That one's always fun. I've never seen this problem before. Yeah, exactly. Right. There we go. Oh, this is another distribution center. Also, I'm going 30 meters per second because my speed limit is on. Plonker down on. Oh, maybe not. What's this? Who's just left? Is that an Ursa? Yeah, it's just a regular Ursa. Okay. Oh, we're not going... Actually, that's not a landing pad, is it? Nope, that's not a landing pad. Okay, we're definitely not landing there. This is a pad. I was looking at the wrong thing. And plonk her down without hitting the structure. There we go. Nailed it. Within single-digit feet of the structure again. It's called precision parking. And I'm just that good at it. Get angry and burst out into Rocket Man. One of the things now that I have a lot more soundboard buttons to play with, I need to add more stuff to the old soundboard arena. Rocket Man might be one of those. I also need to add the DuckTales, the 8-bit DuckTales theme in reference to the Squadron 42 credits video. And then there's probably another couple more that I can't remember. My favorite new one that I keep forgetting to utilize in the moment is this one. Do not need more buttons. I got a new audio interface and I have effectively infinite soundboard buttons on it now. It's dangerous. My favorite thing is, since I'm not limited by the amount of buttons, I can have you checked your and have you checked your on separate buttons, so I can use them appropriately. Or inappropriately, if you will. Oh god! Oh joy! It's your favorite. What interface did I get? I got the... what's it called? The Rodecaster Duo is what I ended up with. Because my Go XLR was starting to get a little too crashy for my liking. Like, it would crash if you just moved it ever so slightly. And, that was getting annoying. But then it started doing that when I didn't move it, so I thought, maybe it's time. Between the software being abandoned and that, I was kind of like, okay, we'll get something new. Need a new sound controller. Still don't have a go. Yeah. Oh yeah, that Chinesian piece of shit. It doesn't work even with an amp. Jesus. Yeah, the Rodecaster is really nice. I like it a lot. The only issue I had is it had a bit of a ground loop issue when I first got it, but I got a ground loop isolator, and that seems to have stopped the hissing and the crackling that I was getting in the headphones. It seemed to not be too much of a concern with the audio that it was sending back to the PC, so like my microphone and stuff like that seemed to be okay, but yeah, it was unbearable in the headphones. What do you mean I'll be trespassing? What the fuck is that shit? Am I not supposed to be here anymore? Alright, you delivered your cargo, now fuck off. Gets more excited to eat dollars than America doesn't seize oil. Yeah, it's not cheap. The Duo is a bit more of a reasonable price, but the Pro, or the Pro 2 is definitely too much money. interface that's more of a Pro Studio version of the Duo that's basically the same price. Oh yeah? What would that be? Alright, let's... Pro more expensive here? Yeah. I think the Pro is like... Well, the Pro 2 anyway is like... $650, $750? Maybe I'm probably misremembering because that seems like a heinous amount of money. But the I ended up getting the Duo for like $450. I'll have a look real quick. Rodecaster Duo is... Oh, it's $409. How much did I pay for it? Did I get ripped off? Yeah, I paid $425 for it. It's now $409, so it's a little bit cheaper. How much is the Pro 2? Okay, the Pro 2 is $550, so it's just over £100 difference. A lot of road stuff online gets Amazon tax. Yeah, I think unfortunately there's not really any local stores around here that would sell gear like that. Even then, brick and mortar retail over here for some reason seems to be more expensive than getting things online. Don't have music stores. We had one that wasn't super awkward to access, but then it closed, I think, halfway through last year or something like that. I think we had like a JG Windows or something like that in the local mall. I think there might be a couple in town, but they're buried in buildings and fucking awkward as shit to get to. How user-friendly is the Duo? There's a bit of a learning curve. It rather than doing everything in like computer software, it's a very standalone device, and so you're sort of interacting a lot with the touchscreen on it, and I would say it's less user-friendly than the Go XLR, but it's something that you can figure out. I figured it out in relatively short order. Like the routing's a little bit weird, so you don't have... Where with the Go XLR you just had the one routing table, and it would just be like, put ticks in boxes, and it would be fine. With the Rodecaster, you've got to go into a device, and then you can either set it to main mix, you can do mix minus, which is basically main mix minus the device that you're messing with, and then you can do custom routing, which you can either have linked to the faders, which will allow you to adjust the volume on the fly. You can unlink it from the faders, which means it has its own set volume on that device, or you can just turn it off entirely. It's very, very powerful, but it is a bit of a learning curve. I'm sure you can figure it out though. Except between getting a new Go XLR or getting a Duo. The problem with the Go XLR is I can recommend it from a device standpoint. It is very good, aside from the crashing issues I was having. But since the company's defunct, you're probably not going to get any warranty support if it goes... Oh, the server crashed. Look at that. I'm too busy talking over here to pay attention to the game. But yeah, I feel like getting warranty coverage for something like that would be difficult. But after using the Rodecaster, if you've got the scratch, then it's a very nice device. I think the only other major issue I've been having with the Rodecaster is it uses wall power, which means it doesn't turn off with the PC, and you can't like feed in some software to get it to switch to a sleep profile. So I'd like to be able to turn it off. The problem is, it tends to backfeed power through the USB ports, so if I turn it off, and my PC's off, my keyboard, my Stream Deck, my mouse, everything lights up. And that's scary. Slave one next to another within the eye. Oh, cool. Nice. TC Helicon went defunct. Oh yeah. They went defunct last year or the year before. They've been out of it for a long time now. Alright, well now we gotta wait 4.5 months for, unless these are the contracts that we're gonna get. Okay. Oh no, we got some hauling contracts. Yeah, they went defunct a while ago. Oh, this is history, never mind. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait for these missions to come back up. I guess we'll fly to Everest in the meanwhile. The Twitter page is still making updates? Really? PC Helicon. Oh, never mind. Apparently we're not going to be typing in the correct text box. Last thing I see on their Twitter was from December 2023. And that was them launching driver support for Windows. Oh. They released something in December? That was definitely after. Oh yeah, there's one from July 4th. After a hardware respin, the Voice Live 3 Extreme is back in the market. Okay, maybe TC Helicon is still up and about, but they definitely laid off the entire GoXLR team, so I don't know. Do I have a switch on the back? It has a button, but you press that button and it initiates a shutdown in the software. It's kind of like shutting down a PC. It's not a hard power cutoff. Apparently, you can fix the backfeeding issue if you use a USB hub, but I've yet to find one of my old USB hubs to see if that's true. It does have an auto light dimming function though, so that's been sufficient for the time being. I just leave the interface booted up. And then it goes dim after like half an hour or something. Alright, let's see if the missions have started coming back up. Nope, we have a single bounty hunter one. Oh look, player has a bounty. You can tell we're not in fucking Evo Caddy anymore. Where's it gonna put me? Hopefully on this strat here. Nope. Where is it? Oh look, it's on the other side of the station, because of course it is. Why would it assign me the most nearby door when it can make me fly all the way over here? That would make too much sense. You're off to bed. Alright, you have a good night. Actually, I might hop off here as well. Because, I feel like the missions are going to take a little while to regenerate, and how long have we been going? We've been going for like 2.5 hours. This was going to be a short stream just to make sure everything was working for when I want to eventually stream the Entropy Center. But, it's been nice. Conversation's been good tonight, and I've been enjoying myself. First hour and a half doesn't count.
You are clear to launch. Landing complete. Pleasant stay.
Didn't see I was live. Well, sounds like an issue, not an ish-me. I had to restart the Discord bot and everything to make sure it would do the announcement. But I think I got about 2 or 3 minutes into the pre-show. I was like, oh, it's not announcing me. That probably means it's crashed again. Keep meaning to try and make some sort of automation to reboot that once a week or whatever, but I keep forgetting. Because if it reboots, it's fine. But, if it stays up for a while, it just stops announcing streams eventually.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Alright. I put the Mercury to bed. Oh dear. I haven't oh dear! Oh, I didn't land that properly. Okay. I think they need to have a... check to make sure you're within the landing area before they let you store a ship. To try and mitigate things like that. Make the bot tickle the Discord API. Yeah, well, I mean, I could probably just... It runs as a... systemd service anyway, so I could probably just... There's probably something in that. I think I tried at some point, and there's a built-in restart function for systemd, but I couldn't get it to work for one reason or another, so I need to look into other options. Because I don't think it's necessarily the, I don't think it's having issues with the Discord API, because it stays on in the user list, so I'm assuming it's having some keep alive with the Discord API already. It's just, it either doesn't pull from the Twitch API properly, or it just doesn't bother sending out announcements. I don't know why. I haven't investigated it too much. I've been wanting to work on my own in-house solution for it, but that requires me having motivation to do any kind of coding stuff, and that hasn't been a thing recently, so I haven't really bothered too much. But yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of the stream for tonight. So wait a second here, I'm gonna find some music. How long is that? That's not too long. That's fine. But yeah, last thing to do is thank you all very much for watching. Discord slow the API times out. I mean, it shouldn't be too slow. I mean, it's... yeah. Run an entire plugin for most of us. God damn. Yeah, let's, I'm gonna call it there, because I'm falling asleep here. The stream ended up being far later than I expected. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna go, so stay safe, be good to yourselves, be good to each other. I will see you when I see you. Catch you later.